The statement that offended these MIT students basically said, look, instead of focusing on diversity, equity, and inclusion, we should focus on merit, fairness, and equality. I want to focus on merit for a moment. How have we gotten to a point where merit is so controversial?
Well, here we are in 2021, and this is the Democrats' America, and the far-left agenda has been promoted for the last several years, and it's been kowtowed to by so many on the left and so many Democrats who are in political office. And the cancel culture mob has gained so much strength that they are able to cancel people that have concepts that really are based on logic and reason and reality. But we have come to a point where words like merit are dirty words, where speaking truth to power is a dirty concept, where it's controversial to follow the law and it's controversial to enforce the law. But I do think that what we're seeing here is we're seeing a correction. We're seeing a correction in cancel culture where people are saying, you know what, we thought this was woke, we thought that this was on trend, we thought that this was popular, but now we're realizing it is quite frankly ridiculous. We're all really at risk of being canceled, so we're not going to do it anymore. And I'm happy to see that young people might actually be leading this charge. There is hope yet for the younger generation.
Well, here's what MIT has to say on this, defending the canceled lecture. Quote, we felt that with the current distractions, we would not be in a position to hold an effective outreach event. I made this decision at my discretion after consulting with faculty and students in the department and knowing that some might mistake it as an affront on academic freedom, a characterization I do not agree with. Your response to that?
Well, there is such a gap between those in academia, really the academia elites, and the average person that's going to college or the average person that wants to attend college, and you're starting to see that gap. I don't think the indoctrination is going to work as well as it has in the past, because I do believe these academic elites that are on the left have overplayed their hand with their cancel culture. But let's also keep in mind how many universities have hosted what I would actually deem controversial speeches and controversial ideas, critical race theory, pushing the fact that police are murderers, that white people are inherently bad. All those things are woke. All those things are progressive. All those things fit into their category of free speech and expression. But when you actually speak about logic and reason and true equality, that's what offends the elites. So I hope that parents are paying attention. I hope that students are paying attention. If you stop going to these high-priced academic institutions that believe more in indoctrination than education, they'll be forced to change their curriculum.
Got to get to this next topic real quick, but it's a doozy. A book reimagining nursery tale characters dealing with pandemic stress. Here's part of it. Quote, that was me stress eating inside my small apartment during the worst year on record. When I wasn't panicking, I'd escape my reality by envisioning a gentler world, a kinder world, a world inhabited by talking animals, because these days adults need bedtime stories too. 30 seconds to you. Do these people have no shame celebrating how weak they and our society as a whole have become?
If we want to make children's books more realistic, I'm all for that. We should talk about how our rights were infringed upon for the last almost 2 years. We should talk about the rising inflation, the skyrocketing gas prices. Maybe Frog and Toad should head to our wide open southern border. Or maybe, and this is a good one, maybe they could take a trip to the White House and figure out where our absentee president is. I'm all for realistic children's books, but let's do it in a way that actually represents where we are, where Americans are dead last in our own country. Then maybe the children and our youth of America will have a chance at understanding what's truly going on.